this all get started. I've been in leadership and managerial positions for almost going on 2 decades now. And recently, having sold my business and jumping into some coaching and consulting, I started talking to more and more people. And what I once thought was just my own problems, I've actually discovered are a lot of people's problems. So, what I'm finding in small businesses is that so many people don't learn valuable and just really needed leadership skills from the get go. And so they get into jobs, either found companies or they get hired by these different businesses, and they're really great employees. They have passion, they have great work ethic, that drive, that motivation is there, and then they eventually over time get promoted up into managerial positions. However, they've never really had training on people management or time management, how to delegate, or probably the most cringeworthy, how do we have difficult conversations? And so what happens is we all learn by trial and error, which is great sometimes, but it's really costly to a business. And so taking a step back and realizing that so many others were having issues with these same issues, I thought, why don't we just create some tangible, good walkaways, good tools and resources, educational content in small doses where people can actually get some of the skill sets that they need and figure out how they want to apply it to their own lives and their own leadership. So that's where we're at today. Everyday leadership skills coming at you. So what's frustrated me in the past is, again, a lot of this information that you might try to find is hard to locate. It's lengthy. They're an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour sessions. There are tons of training and development out there, but that typically involves someone coming on site, a day or two of really intensive information, and then whoosh, they're gone. And the team is left with the day to day operations of the business, trying to figure out how to implement all of this knowledge they just learned. And so what happens, a lot of it goes by the wayside and they don't actually get it integrated. Going back to even virtual solutions, they're all just so expensive. I was a small business owner myself, and I remember wanting to learn and seek some of this information, but it was all just so unattainable for a small business. So these, again, are going to be short snippets and free for the time being. So hopefully give you the content that you need, even in the smallest of doses. Why this matters so much to me is that I see business evolving. I see things are changing, and quite honestly, I see a lot of people who are very unhappy in their workplaces. And I think with learning some of these skill sets and learning how to utilize your own superpowers for yourself, but B, also learning that of others and how you can communicate effectively with people, I think will help change the landscape of business. I think we can foster better and more reliable relationships. In turn, that impacts everybody in the workplace, the customers, the clients, even the team. And then also you then bring that home a little differently, or hopefully not as much as you have in the past. So I really see this on a holistic approach of like the whole person and how everybody shows up. It involves their, what's happening in their personal lives with what's happening in their work life. And by understanding and being able to evolve and learn some of these leadership skills, you really can apply them to any and almost every relationship that you have yourself.